you will. Plug one nostril. Inhale through this nostril. If this is plugged, or I tweak it a little bit, open it up, okay? So in, hold, out, in, hold, out. That's one, okay? In, hold, out. In, hold, out. This is a balancing technique. The Ida and the Pingala, the yin and the yang, light and dark, male and female, positive, negative, day and night, these opposing forces that create up the whole. Now, dark, there is no light. Without light, there is no dark, so on and so forth. So this should create a balance. That is the goal between the left and right hemispheres of the brain. The count to be done is in a ratio of 1, 4, 2. 1 on the inhalation, 4 on the hold, 2 on the exhalation. It's a ratio. So I like to use a ratio based on 4, okay? So 1, 4, 2 would be 4, 16, 8. So I'm gonna inhale 4, 4, right? 4, F-O-R, 4, F-O-U-R. So inhale, 4 seconds. Hold, 16 seconds. Exhale, 8 seconds. Inhale, 8. Hold, 16. Out, 8. Inhale, 4. Hold, 16. Out, 8. I'm going to do it for a moment. You will see this thumb is what I use to plug, right? And I will frequently grab and open, right? I will try to make it very obvious. This is the plugger, my hand like this. And my hand gestures are exaggerated here for the purpose of the video. We would have done the previous breathing techniques already. The balancing of the in and out, the mantra, Harim, the prayer, invocation, and then go directly into this, okay? Two there, I think. In, hold, out, in, hold, out. Hand movements. For me, I begin to feel the energy, right? This is a technique called pushing chi, right? Hand cupped, like so, right? I actually feel it in my fingertips. My hands almost a tingling. Slow. Focused. There's a thickness, a magnetic pull. If you do this, you'll feel it. Body's life energy. these energy forces supposedly crisscross at the chakras, right? So Lam, Vam, Ram, Yam, Ham, Om, Om. The 1,000-petal lotus, which, when I first started doing these techniques, say 15 to 20 years ago, keep doing it for every day for a few weeks, a month or so, I started to notice a strange sensation in my top of my scalp, my head. And what I was told when asking the questions of what is this, I said it was the crown chakra, the Om, opening, right? If you picture, the center of the earth here, right? And the globe around it, and us on the surface of this globe, our feet on the ground, and out in space, say the sun, right? Star, producing power. And the top of our head, to the bottom of our feet, to the center of our earth, through which all this flows, this energy. Right in the Pingala cross these chakras. And often what happens is that they get jammed up, spiritually constipated, if you will, at different intersections, to become entangled. I want to balance these. The male and the female, the light and the dark, the yin and the yang, the Ida and the Pingala. And ultimately, what may happen is the awakening of the Kundalini, which is shown in, if you look at on an ambulance, right, there is this staff with the two snakes coming up, right? The DNA helix crisscrossing. These symbols are everywhere. This technique I was advised not to do for more than 10 minutes without an experienced meditator. Understand that you are traveling, and I would definitely, if you're down with Jesus, talk to Jesus before you begin this technique. Down with whatever it is. This is not something that you should go into alone. I am available for consultation. It does not cost any money. I don't charge people for this. And I've been practicing meditation for many years. I would encourage anyone and everyone to give it a shot. Just from the pure physical standpoint, forget about the spiritual stuff, right? Because some people have a difficulty with believing that that's even real. But just from a physical standpoint, try it and see what happens with your body, with your sleep schedule, with your digestion, with if you're having allergies or other problems. Observe yourself and see what happens. The power that is invoked through this is substantial. If you're an intellectual, see how the functions of the mind change. So, I've given you a routine if you wish to use it. We have, in the previous video, Pranayama part 1. This will be entitled Pranayama part 2. But in the first video, made last weekend, same location, the balance. In and out, same breath. Right? You do that for 5 minutes or so. Then, we do an invocation prayer. Namaste, I bow to the divine light within you, within all living souls. Om Namo Arihantanam. Om Namo Siddhanam. Om Namo Arihantanam. Om Namo Siddhanam. Om Namo Arihantanam. I bow to the conquerors of their inner enemies. Some of my inner enemies have been addiction, depression, anger, fear, pride, a variety of different inner enemies. We all have them. But I bow to the conquerors of their inner enemies. Om Namo Siddhanam. I bow to the fully realized souls, the enlightened ones, the Jesus, the Buddhas, the Gandhis, the Martin Luther King Jr.'s, the individuals have transcended the laws and stigmas of society and the flesh and moved on to a higher purpose and been willing to die for it. Because death is nothing to fear. So, invocation prayer. Mantra, Harim, invoke the indwelling energy. And the 1-4-2 technique, which we just covered. In, 4 seconds. Hold, 16 seconds. Out, 8 seconds. In, 4 seconds. With a tweak, you gotta open the nostril. Hold, 16. Out, 8. In, 4. So on and so forth. And make sure you do a full cycle, right? Don't, like if I start here, this is my first one. I don't want to then finish on that one, you know, because then I'll have an extra one finish there. That makes sense. Balance. And then, those are really all preparations. If we're going to the gym, we just stretched, drank our protein, got ready. Now you're ready for actual meditation. Everything balanced, everything good. All is well. Then you would go into I've seen a lot of people with the Sanskrit tattoo. That is the Om. Sanskrit is an ancient dead language. Supposedly, it is the language of creation, in that all things on the subatomic level respond to that language. Satyam, eternal divine love. This will cause things to vibrate at the frequency of eternal divine love. I'm going to put up a link for the Japanese scientist who did the experiments with the water, speaking it, and you will see it's night and day difference. Love, hate, and what the water looks like after the word is written and spoken. And then to think that, you know, if I'm angry and preparing food and then eat that food, the effect that has.